The Fever shot 53% from the field, but Washington 57% in that first quarter. Boston backing her way on Eriafin. Eriafin sticks right with her. Good defense, better offense. Big shot, Boston.
Got to give it to Kiki right there for the duration of time as Boston has that just better offense there, like you said, and just really, really poised on Boston's end.
Citron gives it up. Austin now will try on the other end and draw the foul on Boston. Shakira Austin dealt with a lot of injury in 2023 and 2024, hip problems throughout a couple of seasons, which at age 25, it's easy to forget how young she is with how young her teammates are, but she had a standout rookie season and is putting together a brilliant start here to 2026.
That leadership role, she's communicating, she's passionate, she's trying to lead by example, she's talking to her teammates, so it's all some really good things that she's able to add to her game.
Inside, back for Boston, shot too strong. Deflection out to Citron. Washington doesn't run a lot, but they've got numbers here. Citron, Amor, knocks down a triple.
Great movement there, great decision to pass it up, and a great finish.
Oh, and Mitchell is sent back by Austin. She tried to beat the Mystics center back, and Shakira goes step for step.
Yep. That's what we're talking about. Again, it's not over.
Citron just 2 points in that first quarter. That'll give her 5, and Washington's back within 1. A 13-point deficit cut down to 1 here early in the second quarter. And Stephanie White will take a timeout. Well, Stephanie White will get her star back on the floor here for Indiana. Mitchell stop and go and turns it over.
There by the Mystics, that they just turned it up. About midway through the first quarter, I've seen a real drastic change on how they decided to play the ball.
Shot making on great display here. The two teams are 10 of 13 from the three-point line as Cunningham is called for the foul. Austin on Boston. This is going to be a fun matchup all night. Citron shot fakes the three, lob inside. Austin, extra pass, Prosper, and Washington has taken the lead.
Great offensive mission. They went exactly where they were supposed to be. Finish that play with a bucket.
Clark weaving through traffic and then wanted to set up Billings, who was fouled inside before she could get it in there. Mystics has given Washington the lead. Billings spinning inside, and Billings unable to finish. That was defended well also. Austin and Eriafin have done a nice job. The Fever have just 4 points in the paint here so far tonight. Amor circles around, back to Austin, charging right up the middle. It's a 12-0 run.
Mystics going to figure out their identity. I think we're getting a glimpse of it here tonight.
Clark off the Boston screen, extra pass. Oh, can't stop the bleeding. Amazing just how dramatically this momentum has turned here in Indianapolis. It looked like the Fever were threatening to run away with it early.
Yep.
Now momentum all on the visiting Mystics side as Citron pours on 2 more. The Mystics are shooting 68% from the field.
Just playing so loose without any fear definitely helps the confidence.
Indiana just out of sorts here in the second quarter. Mitchell trying to turn the corner. There's a foul first. The only bucket the Fever have here in the second was that Boston finish over Eriafin, which was defended very well. First 2 games, 10 points here tonight. Clark misses on a 3-ball. Offensive rebound. Johnson was the one to tip that one to Hull. Out to Boston, second chance opportunity. Clark, here is Billings on the drive, and the scoop won't fall. Prosper, extra pass. 3-ball skips off for Wilson. And that is Washington's 3rd foul here of the second quarter.
The inside out, the pace right now,
Fever just 1 of 8 with a turnover here in the second quarter. Clark drives into Betts, gets inside, kick out for a Billings 3, and that goes down.
much-needed basket by the...
In 3 games for the Fever. She had hit just 14 in her entire career coming into this year. But it's something she's been working on. 10 of those 14
as well.
Rory Harmon has checked in for her first minutes. Rookie guard out of Texas. Dugalich inside for her UCLA teammate Betts. And Betts was fouled.
Long, athletic. She's going to get in there and get some hands on that ball.
You know, most rookies have to build chemistry with each other, the rest of the roster pretty quickly. Those two, I think, know a thing or two about each other. Prosper turns the corner, can't finish inside. There's Betts battling, and she draws the foul. Has gone back up by 4 here. Already 16 points for the Mystics, not even halfway through the second. Clark looking to get going. She got off to a hot start. And hounded by Prosper, and there comes the foul call. And there's more of the freedom of movement that we are seeing here in 2026, and that is routinely being called a foul.
Which, and you know, on the best that played the game, Fee had mentioned it.
Clark too strong on a 2-point shot there. He is 2 for 8 here tonight. Sydney Johnson initially, I think, called for a timeout, or they thought he did.
Yeah.
See, Reynolds are your 3 officials here tonight. Wilson strong on a 3. Johnson, feed inside. Billings nearly lost it. Going into another Bruin. And Lauren Betts.
That's a good one.
Knocked away by...
You come back and get it back.
Oh, Hole inbounded it off of Citron, was just able to pull it down. Extra pass, Clark on the drive, pulls up and leaves it short. Clark pulls down the offensive rebound. There's already Indiana's 6th offensive rebound here tonight. Dantas shot fakes the 3. Shot clock down to 5. Clark trying to create. Here is Hole down to 1. It's Billings again, but she can't hit the 3. And Hole pulls down another offensive rebound. Dantas off the mark. 3 shots at it there. And Clark had to foul McMahon on the other end. Well, it's just remarkable how Indiana seemed like they could get anything they wanted for most of that first quarter. Fever have been held to 5 points in nearly 6 minutes here in the second.
I'm telling you. Went to the timeout, made some crucial adjustments, and honestly, just simple adjustments.
Job in Washington. Was there for the start of the rebuild a year ago. Overtime on Sunday. Both of their games have been within 3 points after regulation. Clark able to swat that one away. The shot clock down to 1.6. Lob in. Betts doesn't recognize it, and it's a shot clock violation. And that's something you'll see from a younger team.
Yep. Just about to say rookie mistake. Again, giving them credit on how they've been able to battle here, but those are that
Indiana offense refired here. Mitchell off the screen, finds some space and knocks it down.
Big bucket there. Again, it's all about the momentum, seeing they can let their offense generate exactly how this game is going to go.
Harmon, stop and go, back for Austin. Spinning into Dantas, Mitchell rips it away. Mitchell off to the races. Betts giving chase. Mitchell wins the race. Little 4 to get reorganized. They were terrific right out of the gates to start the first quarter as Boston goes back door. Mitchell off balance. Couldn't finish. Defensively has been really good for Washington tonight. McMahon not able to finish on the other end. Here is Cunningham, lob ahead, and Mitchell lays it in.
Great defense. Miss the bunny, come back, don't hang your head. See if you can get another bucket. That's exactly what Kelsey Mitchell was able to do.
Fever want to play at a breakneck pace, but had just 2 fast break points in the first half. Here's Citron driving on Clark, 22 on 22, and Citron rolls it in.
Is in her 2nd year. That looks like a vet already as she's able to control the tempo.
Boston, 7 first half points going right at Iriafin. Iriafin able to protect the rim. That's been the story of the first half. Boston had it knocked away by
the pick and roll and just make some more simple passes. She felt like they were over dribbling. They need to be a little bit more mindful of where their shooters are. And also defensively, Steph White has been saying it all game. We need to find more consistency on the defensive end and play more together as a group.
Kelsey, thank you. And speaking of ball movement, what a find there from Amor, who got caught up midair and then split a double team.
Yeah, I'd do it again too.
Clark got a handoff from Boston. She'll bounce it back for Boston. Extra pass. Cunningham short on a three. Amor crossing over. Boston had to switch inside. Oh, and it freed up Iriafin. And
Bigger than what she is, but that would have been a tough one to stop.
McMahon drives by Clark. Iriafin hangs and finishes.
Great ball movement, court awareness. Liza Brooke, second year.
Mitchell held on the.
Then for the Mystics, they're not allowing a lot of downhill attacks. They're sucking it into the paint, making it extremely difficult.
Clark the switch on to Austin. She'll go with a bank shot, but it won't go down. Clark 2 for 11 here tonight. Gets a second chance. Clark will launch. That one was halfway down. It's been that kind of night after the first quarter for Indiana. Citron, the step through and the pretty finish. Clark launching ahead for Billings, and Citron able to knock that one away. Their way. Whistle off the ball as Amor ultimately hits the deck.
Washington, number 8.
Clark will drive at Amor, goes behind the back, gets inside, triple teamed in there, and draws the foul. And that is already the 14th foul on Washington. So if you're Indiana here, you have no momentum. You're struggling to get in the flow of your. Boston was frustrated, but Clark was bumped by Amor before she even got there. Got Clark on an off night. If you're Washington, you hate to see her even put one through. You know, it doesn't take much to get her going. Doesn't take Mitchell much to get going either, and Mitchell banks it home. So a three-point possession there for the Fever. McMahon wide open, but misses on a three ball. And if it's not conclusive, even if your player does think it is off of the opponent, you got to be careful when to challenge. Clark, shot out of a cannon, hesitates. Trying to set up Billings here. Cunningham curls, kick out Mitchell. Washington just there every step of the way as Mitchell gets inside, it hangs and falls off.
Yeah. The ball is put on the ground. They're sinking into that red zone and not letting anything easy go.
Citron, lob inside, deep position Austin, and Billings had to foul her. And hence the way UW to create your free accounts here today. Austin now 5 of 6 from the line, but Citron pulls down the offensive rebound. Iriafin going right back to work.
Just out hustled, right? You got to know where they're at. Come down.
Clark, step back, but misses on a three. Offensive rebound, Billings, and she lays it back in. Had a hit there at midcourt on an uncalled out screen. It was legal, she just didn't see it.
Yep, gotta talk.
Now it's Citron who ducks in. Bank shot is good. Clark trying to outrun the entire Washington defense, and there is that 5th foul on the Mystics. So while the Fever offense still. Fever still shooting it just barely over 30% from spot for the Fever to try to get back in it from the foul line. And Clark knocks down the pair.
But that's not letting your energy and your effort waver. You still got to find a way.
Iriafin on Billings. Iriafin spins, fires, and the bank shot goes down.
My goodness, kids, for this half. This is beautiful work right here. She's going to work early.
Cunningham off the Boston screen. She launches and misses. Harmon touch.
The point guard leader team.
Here's Ty Harris back in for Indiana. Boston shot fakes the three. Got the rookie Betts on her. Betts with a lot of size, and Boston draws the foul. And now a word from, especially to have a group this young that is that locked in on the defensive end of the floor.
I'm telling you, just the execution from the scouting report to the game plan, they want it.
That's an offensive foul on Lauren Betts. Going to be called for the hook on Boston. Mitchell sets up Harris. Boston just out-muscles Betts for the rebound. Betts had position. Now Boston goes right back to work underneath through a double team and draws the foul.
A heave there by Leah Boston.
Boston is a good. And Boston 2 for 2 from the line. Dugalich with the shot clock at 10. Backdoor pass, Prosper hauls it in, one dribble, a lot of contact. First there's a travel.
I've always said it, the defense that kind of gets you over that hump, especially when you're not shooting the ball well. It's the defense that can never waver. Where's their, oh, no, sorry. Yeah, you're right. I second guessed myself.
Never doubt your instincts. Harris, Boston wide open. There's McMahon charging into the defense, but couldn't finish. Boston not afraid to run some point here. Ahead to Mitchell. She will launch and bury a three. Fever back within 5. This hometown crowd looking for any excuse to find